We're visiting a park here, and looks like it's got some statues or something. There is a deer, a baby fawn. He's coming right at me. Look at this deer. Mite, mite. Oide, oide, oide. Hayaku, hayaku. Kodomo no. Look at him, he's coming right at me. Nigita. You're running away. Here he goes. He probably thought I was Mama. Here's the monkey. Here's the ram. There's the horse. We have lunch here. Snake. The dragon. I'm going to take pictures of all these. There's Tommy. I don't know if Tommy, actually I don't think Tommy is that. No, Tommy is the boar. Tomoki. There's Tommy right here. Right? And Mikey is the sheep. See different kinds of butterflies. I've seen a few different kinds of solitary bees, but not the elusive Serrata. And I'm going to check these flowers up here. You can see the butterflies on them. Here's beautiful little butterflies. You don't have these around where I am. These, I don't know if you see them flopping around. Orange with black dots on them. So let's go check out these flowers over here. Now we do have this white guy. This white guy likes to lay eggs on my spinach. She would stop. And this is a little solitary bee, it looks like, flying around. I don't know if you can see, it's really small. Little black solitary bee. Looks like it anyway. And these look like prime bee food. And they're opened up, but nothing on them. Some butterflies up there. The wasteland of bees in Japan. This would have been used in the old times for crushing the soba, the old wheel. No longer working. Up from the park is a little shrine area here. I don't know what's the shrine about. People's names obviously carved into stone. You know, we would think this is trash, but people are actually leaving drinks and things as a gift and burning incense. So this is would be bunkyo, I don't believe, not Shinto because of the candles. This beautiful stone carving here. Someone carved this out of this stone. This dragon. You know, in America, someone would steal this. Just come up here on the weekend when no one's here and just take this home with them. Or this here. I mean, these are thousands of dollars. I mean, can you imagine what it would cost if you wanted to buy something like that? I don't know, 5,000, 10,000, I would imagine. I know it's at least over 10 grand, I would imagine, or this carved. And that's the beautiful thing about Japan is people respect property. And, you know, they just don't run around stealing stuff. After spending the afternoon in the park and having that really amazing encounter with the deer, and you know, I still wonder why that deer ran up to me. And I think the deer probably, I don't know, it could be, you could interpret it a number of ways. One is you could think that the deer saw me and thought I was its mother and ran towards me, and doesn't have very good eyes, and because of my brown shirt, which is kind of similar color to the deer, and my hat, it just thought it was me and just, oh, it's my mom, and the deer was so anxious because obviously the little fawn had lost its mother, and the way it was running at me was like, oh, it's like, I know you, oh, right? The other interpretation is I have a faith system that I created, a faith, or I don't even call it a faith, a metaphysics called distributive unconsciousness. And distributive unconsciousness is actually based on quantum mechanics, string theory, and all the other ponderings of quantumness, right? And we know in string theory that data can instantaneously travel and break the speed of light barrier. That is a law that nothing can move faster, but we know that it can through things called supersymmetry and quantum teleportation and quantum computing. All of this stuff is instantaneous movement of information, right? And ultimately, maybe I like to think is because of my connectivity with nature and bees, and I have bees all the time coming up and kind of checking me out, and not angry. I know you'll know an angry bee, trust me. Just kind of sits on me, flies, and lands on my arm, and I'm thinking, why is this bee, you know, just looking at me, just sitting on my hand right here, just like looking at me? Why? Why is this bee doing this? And I know in my heart is because we are connected through distributive unconsciousness. That there's a data flow between me and nature, me and this animal, me and this insect, that is as if we are just one being. Because ultimately, even if you look at the science, and I'm getting on a tangent here from my video, we all started off as a near singularity. That's a Big Bang. If it would have been a singularity, it would never have exploded. A singularity is like a black hole, right? We know from the evidence and the facts and looking at astronomy that we are from near singularity. So take the logic in that. We were all very much one thing, right? So so what we're seeing and everything around here is just a distribution of that one thing. So the reason for quantum mechanics, because quantum deals with the very, very small, because at one point we were one thing. So taking this logical thinking forward, it means that everything is connected, and we have the science to show that we've detected it in certain things, which are in human terms, think of it as bonded twins, right? Twins have this connectivity. They know, we know this. These Siamese twins, or I don't know if Siamese twins are, but identical twins. We already know that there's properties that they share, feelings and other things and intuitions, right? Well, if it's happening with them, if it's happening with supersymmetry and other things, it's probably happening with everything. We just don't have the ability to detect it yet. So for me, I like to think of the deer as basically knowing and sensing, because animals are very much in touch with their distorted unconsciousness. They trust their instincts, right? It's all about trusting your feelings, right? That's what DU, I'm a DUist. And there's a page called Distributed Unconsciousness on Facebook that you can join and learn more about. But it's a metaphysics, it's not a religion, it's a metaphysics. It's a way of viewing the world. And you could be a Christian DUist, you could be a Buddhist DUist, you can be a Islam DUist. All it means is you believe everything is connected. Everything is together. And DU provides you the explanation on how that connectivity is. And anyway, back to the video. This river is set up for fishing. Each of these pools, right, catches the fish, and you can fish in here. As you can see, what they've done is they've made these ponds, forced the water to create these pools to basically create places for the fish. And they've got a whole place here. You can barbecue, sit down, enjoy your fish, clean it. Here's a place for cleaning the fish. Hey, everything's set up, And another look in the other direction, the ponds. Fish farm in the mountains. Trouts. These albino ones. Little doggy there. Little doggy. I don't know if you can see him in there. You can't really see him, can you? But there's a lot of fish in here. Another view. Like the fish are jumping for the flies or whatever it is. Headed back to the